I hate Halloween. Yeah, I know how that sounds, but before you click away, let me explain. Halloween is my favorite movie of all time. Not just horror movie, period. But loving something doesn't mean pretending that it's flawless. And for me, there's always one scene I've hated in Halloween, and I've been holding it in for years.
Halloween opens on October 31st, 1963, where a 6-year-old boy named Michael Myers brutally murders his older sister. After that night, Michael is locked away in a mental institution for 15 years, silent, emotionless, and completely hollow. Then, on Halloween night, 1978, Michael escapes. He returns to his hometown of Haddonfield, stalking the streets in a white mask, watching from shadows, and slowly setting his sights on a teenage girl named Laurie Strode, played by a young Jamie Lee Curtis. As the night unfolds, Laurie realizes she's being hunted, not by a man with a motive, but by something far worse. Michael Myers isn't chasing revenge, he's chasing you. What makes Halloween terrifying isn't gore or jump scares, it's restraint. John Carpenter understood something most horror films miss. What you don't see is scarier than what you do. Michael Myers doesn't talk, he doesn't explain himself, he doesn't even seem human. Carpenter frames Michael in the background of ordinary suburban life, standing across the street, behind a hedge, or at the edge of the frame. Your brain does the rest. Michael Myers isn't a slasher villain in the traditional sense. He's referred to as the Shape, and that's exactly what he is, an empty vessel of evil. No tragic backstory, no emotionless breakdown, no final explanation. He's evil because he is. That simplicity made Michael timeless and infinitely more terrifying. Let's talk about the music. John Carpenter composed the Halloween theme himself in just a few days. That minimalist piano melody is now one of the most recognizable horror scores of all time. It doesn't tell you when to scream, it tells you when to panic. The music is Michael Myers. Here's the crazy part. Halloween was made for around $300,000. The mask? It's a modified William Shatner Star Trek mask. The leaves? Well, they were reused and repainted because they couldn't afford real fall foliage. And yet, the movie went on to gross over $70 million, becoming one of the most profitable independent films ever made. Proof that atmosphere beats budget every single time. Halloween is considered one of the greatest horror movies ever made because it created the modern slasher formula. It introduced one of the most iconic villains in cinema. It proved horror didn't need gore to be terrifying. It perfectly captured the fear of something invading normal life. It made the suburbs scary. It made babysitting scary. And of course, it made Halloween night terrifying. Most importantly, though, it trusted the audience. And that's why it pains me to say there's something I've always hated about Halloween. The scene is when Dr. Loomis discovers Michael Myers' stolen car parked behind him. You know the moment. Loomis has spent the entire night parked outside the Myers house, convinced Michael will return home. Then, at the very end of the movie, he suddenly notices the car is sitting right behind him. Here's the problem, though. We already know Michael Myers parked that car outside the house where Laurie is babysitting. That house is not near the Myers house. So how did the car get back there? Well, let's think about this. So Michael drove the car to Laurie's babysitting house. He parked the car there and left it while stalking Laurie. Meanwhile, Dr. Loomis has spent the entire night outside of Michael's childhood home. Never noticed a car pull up, never heard an engine, never questioned why the car suddenly appeared, and only at the very end of the movie does Loomis turn around and go, "Oh, there it is." So we're led to believe Michael Myers retrieved the car, drove it back, parked it silently behind Loomis, and Loomis somehow missed all of this? I'm sorry, but I've always hated this scene. Now, here's the important part. Even though I've always hated this scene, Halloween is still my favorite movie of all time. It's still one of the best horror movies ever made. It's still a masterpiece. And one small moment doesn't change that. If anything, the fact that I care this much just proves how much I love it.
So now I want to hear from you. What are your thoughts on this scene? Have you also hated this scene for years and just have been too afraid to say anything? Or am I overthinking this? Maybe it is just a plot device to get Dr. Loomis to save the day at the end and shoot the boogeyman off the balcony. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoy these hot horror takes, then hit the like button and subscribe. Because even when I say I hate Halloween, I'll always come home to it.